Well, I do have some bad news about the Lowrider ST. It looks like a potential mechanical issue. She's going in the shop this morning. Let's talk about it. Well, hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is indeed going to be an interesting ride over to White Lightning Harley Davidson. They said, get the bike over here and let's take a look at it for you. That is what we're going to be doing right now. So I figured, because I'm the guy that always preaches how awesome and reliable and dependable the Lowrider ST is, it just made sense to keep open and honest communication with my audience, since I'm running into my first potential issue. And it might not be anything, but when I get on the road here, I'm going to tell you guys all about it. See, like that right there. Let me explain. So a couple of days ago, I was out riding, and I noticed that after about, this is the weird thing, just right after about maybe 20-25 minutes riding, the clutch over here on my left hand just goes soft, I guess the best way to say it. So much play in the clutch. I mean, just a ton. And it is impossible almost to shift this motorcycle, especially going from, like, if you're at a stop, going from first gear to second. I mean, I cannot lift the levers sometimes with my foot. Like right now, I'm not having any problems at all. But after a few minutes, yeah, there's probably going to be some more issues. But it just feels like it sticks, you know? Like, even if I pulled in the clutch and reached down with my hand, I wasn't going to be able to budge it. So I don't know what's going on, but I know some people who do. So, because White Lightning Harley Davidson is the best Harley Davidson dealership out there, I called my buddy Waldo over there and was explaining the situation to him. And guys, here's the thing. I don't know anything about mechanical issues. I'm an IT guy. You know what I mean? I'm an IT guy. All right, coming up here on the right, we got White Lightning Harley Davidson. There it is. And, you know, I'm not saying it's a bad thing that the bike's got to go into the shop. Stuff happens. Mechanical issues happen, you know. Doesn't mean that Harley's a bad company. It doesn't mean they do crappy work. It doesn't mean anything about the motorcycle. All it really means, sorry about that wind, all it really means is that this is a machine, and machines break down. Sticking right there, doing it again, man. It's like I really got to get underneath that brake lever or shifter and just give it all I've got to get it to change gears. I don't know. Yep, see, like I can't lift that to get it to do. Oh well, that's what I'm here for, right? They'll figure it out. Please figure it out. All right, I'm gonna get this in here, see what they say. I'll report back in with you guys in just a momento. Wow, look at that guy in the window right there. He looks cool. He looks really cool. Okay, see y'all in a minute. Sunshine. All right, at this point I am back in the truck, got the bike dropped off at the dealership. You know, there is such an importance of having a local dealership that you respect, that they respect you, and more importantly, that you trust. Whenever I get the motorcycle back, we are going to talk about that a little bit and see what they say. So when they report back into me, you'll be the first to know. All right, here we are right outside White Lightning Harley Davidson, and I'm trying to bust it on out of here and get home before the rain comes in. So along the way, we'll talk about what happened here. See that red car? That's Mrs. Cooper. She's here for my backup. Got me all dropped off and squared away. Oh, okay, here we go. All right, yeah, man, she is shifting good now. All right, now while we're stopped here at the red light, here's the true test. It feels like it's shifting through the gears just fine. Let's see if it'll, if I can get her in neutral again. Oh, yeah, no problem whatsoever. All right, so when I dropped off the bike, I was in the truck and I mentioned something about the importance of a dealership. First, let's talk about what happened on the motorcycle. So what they were telling me, I'm not a mechanic, I don't understand these things, I don't pretend to, so if I'm saying something incorrect, just kind of deal with it and help me out here. So with the clutch, there was some type of nut that was holding the clutch together, or as a part of the clutch. Anyway, it fell off into the primary, and there was some type of magnet that it apparently bounced and stuck to some type of magnet or something like that. It didn't do any damage, but of course the clutch wasn't able to operate correctly, and it was causing all those problems. So they took the bike out, noticed it right away, was able to put it on the lift, get that taken care of. And then here's the part. Here is the part that I mentioned. If you do not have an excellent dealership, I sure hope you can get one, because man, White Lightning did a fantastic job here. Listen to this. So after they repaired the problem with the clutch, primary, all that stuff, all that mechanical stuff those guys were working on, they took the motorcycle back out for another ride. So they just didn't fix it and say, okay, Ty, come pick it up. But they fixed it, and then they were proactive about it and took the motorcycle out for another ride. So the technician started noticing, okay, the bike's still feeling a little wobbly. Something is not quite right. Let's take it back in. Let's put her back on the lift again and see if we can't figure this out. So they noticed that the bike felt a little wobbly on the rear end. And once they got the bike on the lift and started looking around, they noticed that I had a big old screw in the rear tire. And so the tire had to be replaced. So like I said, I chose part of the tire and wheel protection as part of the warranty. So everything that I'm telling you was covered. I didn't have to worry about any cost or any expense, nothing. And so I say all that to say, man, what a great show of customer service and customer appreciation at White Lightning. So for me personally, I am just so grateful that I've got a great relationship with a great dealer, and the level of work that they provide is just awesome. So I'll tell you what, if you've had any problems with your Lowrider ST, let me know about it in the comments below. I'd love to be able to hear about it. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to put another link up here for another Lowrider ST video for you to check out if you like those type of informational videos. I'll tell you what, thank you guys for joining me on this adventure. I am glad to have this motorcycle back on the road again, and I hope you guys have an excellent day. We'll talk to you again soon.